My name's Anna Martinez, and I'm 16 years old.
And my name is Bijou Zehm, and I'm 17 years old. We just decided to go down to the beach just to have like a river day. And it's just kind of like a little hidden beach between the local barn beach and the Safeway bridge. It was like around 4:30 or 5 when we saw the tubes coming down.
And we saw 4 tubes coming around the corner, and both of us were kind of just like, that doesn't exactly look right. So we decided to run down the trail and go check it out, and then we saw the guy in the water, and then everything happened from there.
Yeah.
We have both been competitive swimmers since we were
5 or 6.
5 or 6, yeah. We both just recently stopped competitive swimming. Before I even saw him, I thought I was just going to have to grab the tubes, so I'd already partially swam out into the river, and I was standing on a rock. And then I saw him, and I yelled out to him, and I asked him if he was okay, and he said he wasn't okay, which I probably could have assumed, but I decided it was better to ask. And he was flailing a little bit. He was going under and coming back up. He was definitely struggling a lot, and so I knew that we were definitely going to have to grab him. Like, he wasn't going to make it out on his own.
Yeah.
So when we grabbed him, he was actually pretty calm, which was relieving. We were kind of, I was scared at least, that he was going to be like trying to grab onto us and maybe pull us under with him. But he didn't do any of that, which is good.
We both started yelling at him to like try to swim sideways, and that wasn't really happening. So we just swam towards him, and he ended up going underwater, in which like Anna like screamed like no, and like we just both like, I think you were like, just grab his arm, and so we each
both
grabbed his arm.
looped our arms under one of his arms, and we pulled him on his back on the way back, which was a little bit of a struggle because we're both small people.
And he was definitely like a lot bigger than us.
Yeah,
definitely a grown
bigger
man.
than us.
And also he was just really intoxicated, so that was like a bit of the struggle.
Yeah.
Just like trying to like get him to understand, and
because I don't think he even was really aware of what was going on, which is really concerning. After we got him to shore, we asked him if there was anything important in his tubes, and he said all of his phones were in there. And so we actually jumped back in and grabbed his tubes.
Yeah.
We only managed to get 2 of them, which was kind of sad, but...
But the one that we didn't get was like a cooler, and then there was like a blow-up cooler that was attached to one of the tubes that we got.
It was full of empty alcohol.
Yeah.
And then when we got back to him, he was drinking already again.
Like slurring his words, kind of. So we told each other. We were like, he's very drunk.
Both of us like, we looked at each other and we were like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, because there was just kind of a lot of panic in the moment, and we were also in the cold river. So like after we got out, we were kind of just like laughing. Like, not like laughing,
we were
but
really excited. Like, we were like, oh my gosh, we like actually just did that. We were really proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, we were very happy with ourselves. And then I think both of us like got home.
We like went to her house after, and we both started like tearing up when we were like telling it to her mom, and then we each like, I went home, and both of us definitely had to take a night with family.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Is this the first time you two personally have seen somebody in trouble on the river?
No. This was actually the 5th person I've ever pulled out of the river. Yeah. This situation was definitely like the closest the person ever was to drowning, but I've definitely like grabbed like kids before, and I've grabbed 2 adults before with some of my friends. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
And when you spend a lot of time at the river, then you run into the situation quite a bit, so.
Yeah.
Really, I feel like most people come onto the river expecting it to be like a lazy river at a water park. Like, I feel like people don't understand that there's currents, and there's streamers, and there's rocks, and there's a lot that can go wrong.
Yeah.
And just drinking on the river is not a good idea ever, really. Even if you're familiar with it, like, stuff can always go wrong.
Yeah, for sure. And also, if you have like kids, or like if you are coming in like a time when the river might be high, like a life jacket is never a bad idea, ever. Like, we always wear life jackets in the spring if we go paddleboarding or something. It's just like really important. People die every single year, and it's just so heartbreaking, and we were faced with it head on, and so I think now we kind of grasp it more, and we just really want people to be safe, so yeah.
Really, just like, I feel like as like 2 16 and 17-year-olds, like, we shouldn't have been put in that situation. Like, that shouldn't be a situation that I wasn't surprised happened.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that shouldn't be a common occurrence in this river, or any river, really. It just, something needs to change. There needs to be more regulations.
Yeah.